Hello, everybody. I just got back. I haven't even taken off my blue coat yet. And Agita came to greet me, ran around a little bit, and just jumped up there. And I was just putting away my wallet and stuff. And now I'm going to let the babies out of their room. Come, sweeties, come. Why isn't the light coming on? Where's the other one? Where's the other one? Okay, here's the other one. Both of them are here. Yes, sweetie. Yes, sweeties. Daddy's clear. Daddy's clear. Daddy didn't slither. Daddy didn't become a dumpster rodent weasel. Daddy's a domestic cat. Daddy's back to the kids. Daddy had a good trip. Anyway, yeah, made it. Over 3 weeks. So the next milestone will be a month in 5-6 days, whatever. So far, so good. Oh man, this time around. It's been tough. I mean, I think I said in a much earlier podcast that, and this was before my recursion, I said I was aware that after a recursion or a relapse, whatever you want to call it, you're right back where you started, even if it has been, 19 months or 2 years or 20 years, you're right back where you started. Actually, I got to modify that. It's worse. It's worse than where you left off, because it's as if the werewolf or the whatever, it is trying to make up for lost time. So it becomes actually harder. Anyway, so far so good. I'm back with the kids, Yeah, so it's such a relief. And it was a good trip. And then I heard some very good news from my niece cousin. Just now I got a text from her. The cleaning person is coming tomorrow and bringing an extra person. And we need it. It needs like a really heavy duty, and so decluttering, cleaning, it's on track, and I'm very pleased about that. So far so good. Okay. Anyway, bye for now. I still have to unpack my back. I only go for the day, but I still keep a change of clothes just in case. And my collet and that's actually Merceau. That's a purse that a friend gave me, which I keep all my keys for out there, all the car keys out there, going that. So I get to unpack my backpack, and you got extra socks just in case. You never know. Anyway, bye for now. Babies, Daddy's home. Daddy's home. Daddy's home. Yes. And you can wake me up 4 o'clock in the morning. That's fine. You wake up everyone. I think this is Elsie. You wake up everyone. His brother is not thrilled either. And Agita is just like, seriously? And she just stays in her closet, but then eventually she comes and she sits on her perch. So the whole family has to get up because he wants playtime in the middle of the night, but that's fine. Anyway, bye for now. Hello, everybody. I'm here at Sunset Grill, and the cleaning people are coming in about an hour, and I had to come to the bank anyway to get cash. The bank here is closed today for some reason, so I have to go to the one further down the road. But there's a Sunset Grill right here, so I decided I might as well I've still got an hour, so I might as well quickly have breakfast and just make a report here. All is well. I had a very good night, actually, because the babies knew, and I keep saying this, and I'm not projecting, they knew that I had been struggling, they knew that I came home for them, and when I went to bed, instead of meowing and, playing and complaining and wanting more family time, both Elsie and Finn climbed up on the bed, cuddled next to me, cuddled with each other, and they slept on my hands. One slept on my right hand, I think that was Finn, and the other one climbed onto my left hand, and they just plopped down and on my arm. And at first I was a little uncomfortable, and then I had to move it, and then and then they were both on my hand for like 2 hours. They've never done this before, maybe 10, 15 minutes. They cuddle next to me, they let me pet them, but this climbing onto me and sleeping, this is, they sensed. They knew that something was, that I came back. That there was a chance that I wouldn't, or I didn't, I might not have. And they somehow, I don't know, I keep saying intuitive and sentient creatures, So thank you very much. And my breakfast, just Tabasco, please. Okay. So my breakfast has arrived. Now, got up in the morning and spent more, and Agita was being more tolerant of her baby brothers, as tolerant as she gets. She didn't hit them or anything. not much. But anyway, so and then the cleaning people were coming in the bathroom, and there was just so it was beyond filthy. So I just wiped a little bit to make it, bring it down to filthy, because I was a little embarrassed. So it's no longer beyond filthy, it's just filthy. So it looks, maybe it's like very dirty. I mean, no, it is filthy. It's beyond very dirty. But anyway, it's slightly better than it was. And I took down some of the recycling and stuff like that. So it's, the drop of water is still just dropped on me from somewhere. I'm not sure from where. But anyway, so I'm going to have my, this quickly, get back, go to the bank, get the cash, because the cleaning service people want cash. And it's cash plus tax. So my niece gave me amount, and that's why I was a little embarrassed, because my niece recommended them. So I don't want them to go say, your uncle was like, the dirtiest condo we've ever seen, or something like that. So it's not the dirtiest, but it's up there. So anyway, so I got to go to do all that stuff. So far, so good. And, last night was just wonderful. It was probably one of the best nights I've had in a long time, because I had the appreciation of sober family time and the babies being extra cuddly. Anyway, bye for now. Hello, everybody. I finished my breakfast. Went to the other bank down the road. Roads are not great, but it's okay. And I didn't have large distances to go, just a couple of kilometers this way and that way. And I have new snow tires, and this I'm making full use of my snow tires on this Mini. But I heard from the cleaning people, and I'm not surprised that, they're holding off a bit on coming because of the roads and the traffic and the weather. And she said afternoon. And I said, fine, I'm home all day. Gives me a chance to do a little bit more pre-cleaning. And I also told her that if the roads are really bad and she doesn't feel comfortable driving, we can reschedule for another time. So anyway, that's what's been happening. Almost home. There it is. Back to the babies. And I can do a little bit more pre-cleaning, so the place is slightly less disgusting and embarrassing when the cleaning service arrives. Okay, bye for now. There's cleaning going on. There's a long story here. The poor kids, they were all holed up in Agita's room, and they're not very nice people. And Agita's there, and I managed, the poor babies were running around. They went under their bed, and there's vacuuming going on in there, and then they tried to hide in the living room, and they went into a corner, and poor things were terrified, but I managed to get them into travel cases. So they're safe in here. Agita's kind of growling at them, but sweetie, they're in their cases. Everybody's safe in here. I'm safe in here. I knew there was a reason that I avoided cleaning for so long. Never again. Nice people, and they're doing a very good job. I'm not going to give any more details, as always, anonymity. So, but it's just a kind of a cleaning service recommended by my cousin, and they're doing a very good job. They're very nice people, and they're doing the bathrooms and all that. Was filthy. It was awful, So the bathrooms are done, and they're vacuuming, but they applied, and I said no product anywhere except in the bathrooms. But they put lemon oil on all the surfaces, dressing tables, side tables, in the baby's room. Now my cat rescuer friend says, don't let them walk on it and don't let them lick it. That's their room. So I'm going to just they did wipe it with water after I said this, but after they go, I'm going to have to just take a wet towel and just wipe as hard as I can before I let them out of their case. What a disaster! What a disaster! But the four of us are safe in here, But they're nice people. I feel kind of bad too, because they're really putting their heart into it, and they're really mean to clean. They want to do well, and they're and they thought they were doing my cleaning. My cat rescuer friend said people do this all the time. They put lemon oil and cats walk on it, and it's not all that toxic, but she said just make sure that they don't walk on it while it's very wet. So let it dry, and I put water on it. I'll try to wipe it off, and and I'll try to cover it with cloths and stuff. And so, and I think I'm just going to hide out. And actually, you know what? While all this shit is going on, I want to make a dent in the kitchen. So while all this is going on, I might as well go out there and try to clear off the counters a little bit. Now that we're here, and babies, you're safe. I wish I could go into a case. We have like a big case here for Daddy, like a big one with mesh and a little, and a little zip, and then Agita would be the only one loose in the room, and Daddy and the two babies would be like in big cases here. Disaster! This is a disaster. Anyway, bye for now. At least, and they're taking the old plants, the dead ones, and I did a plant transplant thingy. I don't know if it'll survive. Plants are not my thing, but at least there's some space now. Those plants, I didn't water them and they died. A lot of plants, There's 2 or 3 alive which were left. They're cutting all of that off. They're taking it, and they're all of that is good, but it's not good for the kids and it's not good for me. I'd rather live in in disorganized chaos. Bye for now. Okay, everybody. Aftermath of cleaning, and I have to say they were the nicest people, and they did a really good job for cleaning. Now, I'm not going to, as always, I guarantee anonymity, so I won't say male, female, or relationship to each other or anything like that. I'll just say 3. I think I can say cleaning service, 3 people, and I can say that they were the nicest people. They worked really hard. They worked like it's their own place, and that's quite a compliment. And I don't think I've ever showed you this bathroom before because it was a disaster zone. All those tiles were actually black, and there was mold all the way around. And I think that there was possibly toxic. I remember a long time ago there was a movie, The Toxic Avenger, and I could have turned into that. I mean, I used to go to the shower every day, and I could have turned into a Toxic Avenger or something, So it was like it was a nightmare. And look, this is nasty. It's clean. Look at that. I'm going to show you my bathroom, but it's like But anyway, so that and the kitchen. Now the decluttering thing I have to do myself, and the poor kids. It was very traumatic for them. So even though they were the nicest of people, and they were saying next time we'll do this and we'll do that, I don't think there's going to be a next time because it was very toxic for not toxic. They're the nicest people. But yeah, and little things like they were caring for the furniture. They put lemon oil on on all those surfaces. And this is the baby's room. The babies, I've removed everything from these surfaces because the babies walk on this and they sleep on these things. And now they can't because, now they did when I said I prefer not to put any kind of product on surfaces and, that my kids are going to walk on. They wiped with water, but I'm going to take a wet towel and I'm going to scrub. And I checked with a cat person friend of mine, my cat rescue friend, and she said people do it, but it's not a good thing. And, she said, just don't let your cat walk on the surfaces while they're still wet with the oil. And particularly the danger part is when they walk on the surfaces and they lick their paws, as cats tend to do. So it's been a while, it's dried off, and they did wipe with water. But I'm going to, all of this is okay. This will be fine because they don't walk on this. But it's these surfaces. So I'm going to scrub right now. Before I let the kids back into their room, I'm going to scrub with, a towel, wet towel, and then let it dry. I'm just going to try to get see the shininess? I need to get the shininess out, It's on the headboard too, but that's okay. That's, they meant well. That's the whole thing. I can't get upset because they really meant well, and as my friend said, people do this, and, but, my friend is a cat person like I am and a cat rescuer. And she says that lemon oil, they spray plants with lemon juice. And I've heard this because cats don't like citrus. And it's like, this is their room. This is where they stay when I go out. This is where we sleep at night. I don't want it to be smelling awful to them. So I've got to try to get that smell out. You know how I feel about my kids. I'm almost tempted to take all of this furniture and have it just thrown away, because I can't have something that has been spoiled for my kids, So anyway, but I think it'll be, I'm overreacting a little bit. I think if I just wipe, I'm going to do it now. And then leave this door open so that the the citrus fumes kind of, come out. And in the meanwhile, I think this has been this. You want to come out? Come out. Now this one doesn't climb up on. It doesn't go into that room, so you're safe. Everything's safe. Look, everything's moved. It's clean, sweetie. Hasn't been cleaned in years. It was clean when your grandparents were here. But you can explore. And I'm going to let those two out too in a minute. I'm thinking maybe I should just let them out in the little playpen first before I do all the wiping of the. I'm going to wipe those surfaces. What a nightmare. What a nightmare, I knew there was a reason I haven't cleaned in all this time. I knew there was a reason, there was a reason. Never again. But they did it. They took all the dead plants. They did. They're going to take them to the dump, just to, that one's got some life. Maybe I should water it, That one's got a little bit of life. And these ones I said I would take them, I'll put them in the Pacific on the next trip and just take them to the house and dump them in the back myself. So, what a nightmare, it's like so anyway, but it's clean, yes, nightmare, but, the bathroom, I think that could have been like a health hazard for me. I'm surprised that I didn't develop some kind of, fungus from that bathroom. It was filthy, so that was, and look at the stove, yeah. And one of the persons, they cleaned this too. It was, look at the counters. You can see the counters, they're clean, So, there's a sort of a price to pay, is, the discomfort to cats and to myself as a cat too. So, but anyway, we're going to adjust. We're resilient cat family, we are. So, you guys, smelling of poo in here because out of nervousness, Agita pooed in. I cleaned it, but she pooed in her litter box, and these poor children were stuck in here. So why don't you guys come out? So anyway, I gotta. This is what you call it, damage control. So I'm gonna do some damage control now. And they're saying next time we'll do this and we'll do that, and they're the nicest people. So I couldn't bring myself to say there will be no next time. Yeah, and I just said next time we'll be more careful of the kids and don't use product and whatever, but there won't be a next time. I'm never, ever having any place cleaned ever again. Bye for now. I had got the babies into their playpens out of Agita's room, took them in the travel cases, let them out in the playpen, and Agita was exploring. She had full reign because, she's not going to climb up on the surfaces. Now, these ones are, sweetheart, that's soil, I think, where we've removed all the plants, so I wanted the place to be plant safe, so I think, that's why I was not letting them into the solarium before, but that plant has been cut and put up there, it's out of their reach. So they're now, I just let them out of the playpen and they're exploring. So, yes, sweetie, place is clean, unfortunately. It was a trauma for all four of us. Never again. Daddy promises, never again with the cleaning. It's a horrible thing for cats, cleaning, I understand now why cats hate cleaning and vacuum cleaners so much. I was practically hiding under the bed myself. Maybe I could have fit in the playpen. So we have one kid exploring here, and you see what I've done? I've covered all. I wiped all the surfaces with the lemon oil, with the wet towel, and they'd already done it with water, but not enough for the neurotic, paranoid cat parent nutty prof. So I wiped with wet towel and then dry towel, and then I covered it with something I found in the closet, and then I put books. And now there, I'm not putting books because they like to sleep on here. And so I just covered it with their own blankets. So that should be, and it's been thoroughly wiped. Now I've got a lot more books that came off the floor in the living room. So we've got one kid there, possibly the same kid that we saw there. So I have to go see if this is the same one or a different one. One there, and one there. 3 kids and nutty professor, all traumatized, all accounted for, and all readjusting to this, cleaned up place. Now, what I've done, like I was showing you before, I would have, yes, sweetheart, you can walk on the books, that's fine. And there's a little bit of thing showing there, but it's okay. I don't think that if they step on a little bit of lemon oil, it's going to be damaging. So, but still, we'll cover every inch of space. I've got, there. You know, I'm bringing all the books from the living room, and I'm going to cover. There's going to be just books everywhere, so they can't step on. Sweetie, it's lemon oil. It's not, I don't think it'll really hurt you, and it's been wiped and everything. But I don't want that. You know how your dad feels about you. I'm not taking any chances, and I'm a bit paranoid and a bit neurotic. So a bit. Some people, my few viewers are sitting there going, a bit, maybe more than a bit. But anyway, But fortunately, my compulsiveness and my neuroticism doesn't take the form of cleaning, like some people I know. I'm not an obsessive cleaner and organizer. I'm kind of the opposite. I'm what Freud would call anal expulsive rather than anal retentive. And this whole cleaning thing is just not for me. It's not a Nutty Professor cat family thing. Never again. We'll never clean again. Never. Okay. Agita's back in her room. I've been covering everything and wiping. Oh, never again. Anyway, the poor kid. You can't sit on the chair. It's sitting on the back of the chair. I'm gonna pile these books all in the bedroom on the counter so that they and all both my cat rescuer friends say lemon oil is really not very good for cats. Some are more toxic than others. And I think one of the cleaning people said that this one was supposed to be the least toxic of the oils. But why put anything toxic when you have cats? And I don't know. People don't seem to get that the cats mean everything to me, and furniture means nothing. You could take all of this shit and just burn it. Furniture is not the thing for me. I don't want to protect it. I don't understand people who want to protect their furniture and wipe it with fucking toxic oil. I just got to calm down. Anyway, bye for now. Good morning, everybody. And I get one baby here, and one baby here. And we had a good night. Every surface is covered. I had covered that chest of drawers. They like to sit on it. Somebody moved the covering so they can sit. But I think that it's been long enough that the harmful oils probably seeped into the wood by now, so it should be okay. But look at that! Somebody removed the blanket to actually have the surface of the wood. But anyway, they seem to be okay, and my friends were reassuring. They said as long as they don't walk on it when it's very wet, and they wiped it with water right away when I said I wasn't happy with the lemon oil, and then I thoroughly wiped it after they left, and then I covered everything. But that little corner, I didn't notice anyone actually sleeping all night on that. I think that they've been here, but they did remove that. They wanted to see what was under it. So it can't be that harmful if they're not completely avoiding the smell of it or anything. They actually uncover it So far so good. I guess and as one of my friends said, you should focus more on the fact that some really good cleaning got done. Which it did. Which it did. All I know is I'm not going to have anybody come in here and clean again. Anyway, okay, we're up. Let's go see what your sister's up to. Good morning, Agita. As usual, Agita's door was open, but she sleeps in her room with the door open. She's the one who was least affected by everything that happened yesterday, because during the cleaning, she was in her room with the door shut. Nobody came into her room. She was, she was quite happy. And afterwards, she came and she explored, and she doesn't jump up on those things anyway. So it didn't really affect her in the least. And the babies, as I showed in some footage, the babies were in her room, but in the travel case when the worst of the cleaning was going on. But anyway, I covered that chair. I think they put furniture thing, leather cleaner on that chair too, so I've covered it temporarily. And they did walk on it a couple of times, but I think that's not quite as bad as the lemon oil. But anyway, I kind of put, at least I've got those chairs, and now I'll have to rearrange it and go back to the usual arrangement. This would be a better arrangement if I actually had human visitors who came occasionally, but I haven't had visitors in a year. So I don't. almost a year, well, 6 months, 8 months, whatever. So but for me, I'll put it that way so that I can sit on the ego chair and I can look out. I kind of need the view when I'm on the ego chair. So anyway, I'm now going to feed the kids, have some breakfast, edit, and post. And then later on, I might go out to eat. And, I was a little worried about leaving the babies in their room, but all the surfaces are covered, and I think the worst of the lemon oil is done. It was wiped, and it's covered, and I think, and it doesn't, and they're not like avoiding the room because it's stinking to them or anything like that. They're quite happy in here, so I can leave them in here and go out to eat. Do some shopping later, but we'll see. Anyway, Nutty Professor, about to edit, about to feed the kids routines. We're readjusting to the place that has been kind of somewhat, violated, so to speak, but we're readjusting, and all is well. On the other hand, I have to say that, it is nice to have the place clean again, and they put a lot of effort. Oh man, the bathroom, particularly that bathroom, was beyond the pale. But now it's like a regular bathroom, and and the stove didn't get to the oven, and I, the person said next time oven, and I'm like going, I don't think so. But it's not great in there, and it's another one of those toxic Avenger situations. But Bob, look at that, So now I just have to kind of maintain this, okay. Yes, sweetheart, go up there. We'll just have some family togetherness time in our newly cleaned space. Bye for now from Agita, and I'm going to have to edit. I've got too much footage here, so I'm going to pick and choose what I'm going to use. Anyway, so from Agita, one baby. I think this one is Elsie, and this one is Finn. So from the 1, 2, 3, and Daddy makes 4. From the 4 of us, bye for now. Hello, everybody. It's the next day. I think it's day 25, 6, 7, something like that. We're coming up on a month in it's about 3 days or so. So anyway, and so far so good. Everything's sort of settled down here. Both the babies are settled here in the living room. Agita is settled in her room. The door is open. And, babies are not rushing in. So I still have all the surfaces covered like that, and we're all readjusting. The pull has been a bit strong again this morning. The whole idea of the cleaning and decluttering was supposed to be a rechanneling and, a push against the pull, but it ended up being so stressful that it increased the pull. But it's okay. I'm still clear. And the pull was there this morning. But and the plus side is, yes, the place is very clean. It's, especially the bathroom is just, it's almost like a different bathroom. I can't believe it, when I took a shower this morning. So that's what's been happening. I am now going to, so it's day by day, but I'm going to keep working on the podcast, and I think I'm going to do I'm going to try to edit and post 2 right now. So the pre-cleaning one and then the cleaning one. So I'm going to keep busy editing and posting, and tomorrow maybe go for brunch, and then just keep going day by day. We're very close to a month now. Just 3 or 4 days, if that. So anyway, and so from the 4 of us, so from 1 baby, 2 baby, I think this one is, I think it's Elsie. I think that's Finn, or it could be the other way around. Anyway, 1 baby, 2nd baby, Agita, and myself, the nuttiest of professors in a pretty much cleaned up apartment, so bye for now.